I actually have always stated that Ripple custody is going to be one of the larger things to recognition on happening the street. And if we absolutely have a look at it these days, properly it appears as though Ripple custody is considered one of the biggest things that we should have been focusing on. I'm happy that I were making films regarding this and why this is without a doubt a very vital challenge due to the fact now we nearly have the entirety that we want. So as for the huge actions to officially start, and when I say the large actions, I'm now not simply speaking about charge movement. I'm talking about the actions of TradFi shifting on chain. So with that being said, welcome lower back to the channel, all people. My name is Nick. For the ones which might be new to the channel, with a bit of luck by means of the cease of this video, you do become a subscriber. Let's dive on into this post. This goes returned to November of 2024. This were given posted with the aid of XRP Trops, and it says, Ripple's custody manual for banks states a number of use instances for banks. Ripple custody representing the following evolution of crypto exchanges. And right here, we truly have from the Ripple internet site, Digital Asset Custody Guide for Banks, Digital Asset Custody, Quick Manual for Banks, Use Cases for Banks. By leveraging virtual asset custody and tokenization infrastructure that permits full manipulate over the working and safety models along with bendy deployment, consumer-hosted environments or hybrid or bendy key management models, multi-birthday celebration computation and or hardware security modules, banks can deliver to market innovation, new use cases, consisting of tokenization and virtual asset servicing use cases, which include issuance and custody of tokenized securities and real-world asset, RWAs, cryptocurrency custody and buying and selling wallets for institutional high internet well worth and retail customers, tokenized securities, registry platform operated as a carrier for institutional investors, building sub-custody networks for global provider coverage, established merchandise with crypto and digital asset underlying issuance and custody of commodity-sponsored tokens, permitting broader investor base to immediately make investments into commodities inclusive of gold or other rare metals, tokenized bank deposits to create a payment medium inside a financial institution or within a consortia of banks, the elimination of guide reconciliation of books, and information at diverse tiers of a transaction from issuance to distribution, trading, settlements, and asset servicing. With the aid of the mana, permits open this up in a new tab simply so that you guys can see it. You see that little segment on the right, unlock the $20 trillion virtual asset market opportunity. Institutional adoption of digital belongings is approaching an inflection factor with up to 10% of all assets predicted to be tokenized and represented on public or non-public blockchains by way of 2030. And we will see with Ripple custody, you have all of this constructed in thoughts. And on the bottom, we've all those massive banks forged with Societe Generale, BBVA, DZ Bank, Deca Bank, VP Bank, BCB Group, Archix, TOG, Union Bank, DBS, Zodiac Custody with Standard Chartered, Rollmatch, VDX, and also Go FinTech. Guys, Ripple is becoming the financial institution of banks. Over here, we've got from Smoke Dog. This is why Ripple launched crypto custody for banks. Trump is expected to overturn Biden's veto of SAB 121, paving the way for US Tier 1 funding banks to launch crypto custody offerings. Mass adoption of US bank crypto custody is expected by 2025. Ripple foresaw this approaching shift. In 2020, the OCC issued a letter asserting that nationally chartered banks have the authority to offer crypto custody offerings to customers. The opportunity for banks to secure the location inside the custody of tokenized property is both lucrative and inevitable, one that neither banks nor Ripple intend to overlook. And by using the manner this got published, returned in November of ultimate year. And right here, we simply have, we were given a crimson sweep. What are the implications? And here we've got nearly unanimously bullish basics simply were given amped up some other notch. Unexpected Trump overturn of Biden's SAB 121 veto. Veto invites US Tier 1 funding banks to release crypto custody services. If enacted, it's set to motive a snowball impact of new geographical regions following FIT. Structurally, nation-state stockpiling results in improved call for helping higher prices. Over here, is it time for banks to have interaction with crypto asset customers? Crypto asset adoption is moving from the fringes of finance to the biggest and most prone exchange centers in the world. On the lowest, we've in the end, the OCC continued its progress with the 4th of January 2021 interpretive letter clarifying that countrywide banks and federal financial savings institutions can take part in unbiased node verification networks, or INVN, and use stablecoins to behavior price activities. Now, if we are searching at this, right, currently a lot of communicate around SAP 121 got here up. We have over here the imminent repeal of SAP 121 is the single biggest catalyst for price appreciation in crypto, and Bitcoin Bank's capability to custody crypto, where you'll be capable of borrow against your crypto. Similarly, what could the charge of real property be if there had been no mortgages and also you needed to pay in cash? And yeah, listen, that is going to be a very large deal. Once more, establishments already informed you proper. If enacted, it's set to cause a snowball impact of new kingdom states following fits. Structurally, country kingdom stockpiling leads to increased call for, supporting better costs. If we cross back over here, we have from Fred Thiel, Chairman and CEO at Mara Holdings. If you men do not know, that is a Bitcoin mining corporation, and truthful climate winds are beginning to blow. Bank of America CEO says banks will bounce into crypto payments if regulators permit it. Now, I did speak approximately this once it did get absolutely introduced, right? We talked about it pretty a chunk, and we have from Chris Giancarlo, that's an individual that has supported Ripple and XRP for many years, even going all of the way back to like 2020 as an example, while the assertion of the SEC lawsuit got here. This is likewise a former CFTC chairman. Also, he is one of the players at the back of the digital dollar project. But we have, agree with me, Fred, it'll occur. So concentrate. I made a put up concerning this because you guys keep in mind, right? Ripple did tell us that US banks will need to apply XRP cryptocurrency after partial victory in SEC fight. And I even stated, recollect, while Ripple showed that US banks will need to use XRP after the victory back in 2023, I assume the floodgates are approximately to soon be opened, with banks rushing to offer crypto offerings and in the long run, combine crypto into regular approaches. Guys, Bank of America specifically stated that they want to utilize crypto within payments, okay? How can they try this? Well, they need to custody crypto as properly, or they need a custody company. Ripple has the whole thing all below one belt, you realize, as we are conscious. But additionally, right, we simply saw a large move on the SEC. The SEC has initiated a new crypto venture pressure under the leadership and Commissioner Hester Peirce to broaden a definitive regulatory framework for the cryptocurrency sector. This turned into a huge one, right? For an instance, if you definitely examine this, and this were posted by way of subjective views, nowadays the SEC acting chairman, Mark Ueda, launched a crypto mission force devoted to developing a complete and clean regulatory framework for crypto property. Hester Peirce will lead the venture pressure with different people, senior marketing consultant to the